Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your goddess to enlightenment, and this is my co-host,
Fly Shy, aka Real Shy, and this is So Connected. All right, welcome back, everybody.
Welcome, you guys. Did you miss me? I missed y'all.
Yes.
So we're back again, another Thursday. We're going to talk about some stuff to get enlightened about. We got a couple of things on the agenda to talk about. And we're going to jump right into it. I can let you start off. What you think? Hold on.
Well, first
of all, how was your week?
It was cool.
That's awesome.
But I just want to say, we just got done with the Mercury retrograde. So that was intense.
It definitely was.
Intense.
My car did kind of do its own thing. I went and got an oil change, like I said, just to make sure, you know what I mean? I had a lot of things with my apartment. Remember, like, don't make no decisions, don't sign nothing. I didn't sign anything, but I ended up coming to a revelation, like, I can stay here. I don't really have to, you know what I'm saying? I did enough things here that I can really stay here. I don't have to, like, move away or run away from nothing because, it's my energy, my space, and I gotta take my space. You gotta claim your space.
You gotta claim it.
And I'm gonna claim my space. And then I thought about, I've never had this space by myself for a long time, so
I know,
ain't no use of moving the space if I ain't never been there by myself.
Right.
So like, see if I like it by myself. I ain't never been in this space I ain't never been in this space by myself. So I was like, it all came together.
Yeah, and enjoy it. You know, and that's probably where they still, where you need to be.
Yeah.
So that's take that time and just plan things. Maybe next year you might, want to go somewhere else.
Yeah. I took this time as I thought about taking the time to reflect on myself, reflect on me as an adult, and what do I want to do now? What I like, what I don't like, what I'm accepting, what I'm not accepting at this stage of my life.
Exactly.
And I think that's going to help me better in the future. With everything.
I understand. I've been going through the same thing, self-reflection.
Yes.
I've pretty much been thinking about, who I am, figuring things out, so this is my time to figure out who I am and, what I need to do.
Correct.
To make a better future for myself.
Yeah.
For 2022. So.
Yeah. And I think this is 2022. Sometimes it's time to choose yourself first.
Yes.
It's that year. You got to choose yourself before you can choose anybody else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I think that's where we at in that situation.
And, it's crazy because it's February 2022. So 222.
Oh, yeah.
Angel numbers.
Yes. And then I think that helps us even more because we all twins. So that two means a lot with the twins, yes, because it's two of y'all. We split this evenly. Yeah. You get some. Okay, you get some. It's evenly. We ain't nobody fighting over nothing. Especially as twins, you can't get them, I can't get.
I know.
You be like, nope, I want some too. But everything 2, so it's perfect. It ends up coming out perfect. The math is perfect with that one, so I like that.
Yes. What a wonderful number.
I love that number too. That's my favorite number since I was little. But I think that's why I like to because there's been two of us. Yes.
Number 2. Yes. Double.
Yeah.
Double the blessings.
Yes. Double the blessings. Double the fun.
You know what? And what's crazy is a lot of Africans they see twins as blessings.
That's awesome.
Sometimes we'll see some and they be like, "Are y'all twins?" And we be like, "Yeah." And they be like, "Can we give y'all a hug?"
Yeah.
And we give them a hug.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yep. I think that is beautiful. That's beautiful. I think that's very beautiful, you guys.
Yeah, twins it's a blessing.
It is. It is.
So, yeah. All right. So, today what I want to talk about is life after spiritual awakening.
Okay. This is real, you guys. This is real. Listen, pay attention.
I want to talk about it because people don't understand that going through your spiritual awakening or living life, as you're going through your spiritual awakening, it's not going to be perfect.
No.
Especially, a lot of things I had to learn that, it's not going to be all sunny, bright days. You're going to be spending a lot of times trying to figure out what you need to do.
That makes sense.
So I'm going to put a list out of, some things that I experienced.
Okay.
My life, after spiritual awakening.
Okay.
So first I want to talk about how dreams and visions. I've been having a lot of dreams, especially the past couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And, these kind of dreams, it's like a series of events, like several things goes on, like it's crazy. And sometimes they might not mean anything at all, but there a lot of times, you know, there are messages behind those dreams. So,
and there are messages.
Yes, you're connecting. Since you're connecting with your higher self, you're going to get a lot. Your intuition is going to be stronger. Your visions and, you know, prophecies are going to be stronger. Your dreams are going to be stronger.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like, when I go to sleep, it's like I'm in a whole nother universe, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
which is possible.
Yeah.
Which is possible.
Yeah, like, it's like as soon as I go to sleep, like, I'm living this life here, and then once I go to sleep, it's like I'm, you know, clocking into another shift, you know, somewhere else.
I was gonna say that too, as far as like twins and everything. You know, like, okay, we know we are a big soul. Our soul is huge. Our soul can fit in this body. So I think we can actually live multiple lives concurrent with this life that we don't understand. But when we go to that dream state, I think sometimes we tap into those lives.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then we get to see the other. This sounds familiar, this feel familiar, but another part of us is actually living this life. They just giving you a glimpse of something else that you have going on.
Yeah, and there's pieces of us in different universes, like parallel. There's, like I said, I've seen, like, for example, the other day I had a dream I was getting married.
Okay.
I had a dream.
Maybe that was God's way of telling you it's not over.
Exactly. Yeah.
He's on his way. Stay patient. Stay patient. Stay visual about what you really want. Keeping it in your mind. And then when you have these dreams, y'all write them down, because you might not get to figure out exactly what it is right when you see it. But if you write it down and get to go back and read again, and when you're going through life and going through different things, you're like, oh, that's what that meant, or oh, that's what, you know what I mean? It kind of helps you out to realize what's going on. I had a dream yesterday too, and it was weird because it was like I had these things on my arm. It was like, I don't know, like fungus or something on my arm, but I'm like, maybe that's God's way of telling me when something is around me I need to get rid of. You know what I'm saying? And but they give it to you in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, different examples, different, you know what I'm saying, ways, but you have to figure that out. Like, why I got this? Because I woke up like, you know what I'm saying? Like, in my dream, it was real. It was like these little red pussy things. Oh, they wasn't hurt nothing, but it just looked weird. But I'm like, maybe that's God's way of telling me it's something you need to get rid of. Get rid of that so you can understand who you are as a person, and then, you know what I'm saying, move on from there.
Yes.
It was something, like basically, something's holding on to my arm. It was like something that's holding on to me. I gotta, like, be able to, okay, let's let that go and figure out what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, clear your path.
Yes. I love that part.
Yep. All right, so another thing, the feeling of loneliness. Sometimes you want to talk about things that you're going through, but, you know, not too many people understand.
That's correct.
You know, and
without judgment,
and not judging. You know, some people will tell you, oh, well, just, you know, pray about it. You know, but it's really, really hard, you know, to really talk to people that's actually going through the same thing that you're going through. Yeah. Because a lot of us still haven't awakened yet.
Or accepted it.
Yeah, or accepted, you know, what it is. Yeah. You know, because they don't want to be, you know, looked
the
at
weird
as crazy.
One, the crazy one, the awful one. Yeah. But sometimes them are the realest people around, because they see it, they get it. They see the veil is lifted. And they see right through everybody's BS. They see right through everybody's anything. They see your intentions when you show up. I can look in your eyes, see your intentions, what you need, what you want, what you don't want, and if I want to deal with it or not.
Yes. I know, and I've been there. It's like the more spiritual you get, the more lonely it gets. Yeah. Because once you get deeper and deeper, you know, into your consciousness, your connection with, you know, your higher self, your higher power, people are not going to understand, and they're not going to want to follow you. Correct. Because when you're trying to follow the right path, it's like they're like, oh, well, you do that, I'm still doing what I want to do. Yeah. So, which is fine. But like I said, I go on my path, and then you gotta let them people go and let them go on their path, because maybe that was time for the splinter in the road. Maybe exactly. That was that time. I go my way, you go your way, and if we see each other again on the other side, that's cool. And if we don't, that's fine too. Yeah, and you're going to enter a lot of different crossroads. You're going to have to make decisions, tough decisions. Yep. And it includes cutting people off, cutting jobs, you know, letting go of jobs, situations that no longer help you. Yeah. You know, help you grow.
Yeah, and even people, like some people, y'all understand, like, have you ever been around somebody and it's always like negative, or they Debbie Downers, or they just, it's always something wrong, and you like, I don't want to deal with this drama all the time, you know what I'm saying? Some of you have never came, like some people you go around, they always me, they play, like we were talking earlier, victim. A lot of people, no matter what they go through, they claim victim. When you're not always a victim, sometimes it's just circumstances. It's part of your lesson, part of your blessing. If you take it as a lesson or a blessing, instead of, oh, you did that to me, or I did that to you, I'm gonna get you back. No, take it as either I learned something, or I was blessed with something after that situation. And then that's how that situation, you don't let it control you. You the controller of the situation. And
what I don't like more than anything is when people come up with nothing but excuses.
Yes.
I do not like excuses.
Excuses is like buttholes. Everybody got
excuses, sob stories, why they can't get, nothing done, or I have this. There's no excuse.
No. Okay. If you wanted to do it, you could do it, and you would do it. If you don't, you don't. And like you said, if you don't want to do it, you're going to make an excuse why you didn't.
Right.
Because if you wanted to do it, your only thing would be like, I did it, or I'm working on it.
Or it's just never your fault, or somebody else's fault, somebody else.
I hate that the finger pointer.
Yeah.
But you got to remember, when you point that finger, how many pointing back at you?
Right.
And that's the thing.
Exactly.
Like, you can't point that finger without taking responsibility for what you did in that situation.
Exactly.
That's why you want me to say don't point.
Yeah, taking responsibility.
Remember, you was little, quit pointing at people, but you pointing back at yourself too. That's it, and it's a double entendre. I'm pointing at you, but I'm pointing back at myself too.
Yep. Okay. And what else is I want to talk about is the need to be alone. Yep. First I said, you feeling lonely, but sometimes you want to be alone. Yeah. There's times where, I personally used to didn't really go out. I used to just wanted to stay at home. Mm-hmm. You feel comfortable. You go places where you feel home at. Mm-hmm. So, sometimes some people think like, well, she just being stuck up, or she ain't messing with me like that.
You ain't a people person, but you're like, that's not the case.
Exactly. Sometimes it's really not that. It's just you. It's like you have to regroup. Mm-hmm. You have to regroup, and that's the place you need to be at home.
Think about yourself as a battery. Sometimes you got to recharge, and I can't have nobody around to recharge. If you around, you still taking down, but you still running my battery down. I need to be here by myself in seclusion and recharge.
Exactly.
So I can, be the best me for the next person, or so I can pick the best me for the next situation coming into my life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So sometimes I think it's that. Sometimes you
need to be alone in order to like meditate. Yeah. And figure out your next move and rest.
And that's nothing.
You don't want to be around all them people all the time. No. That's how I am. I don't like to be around a lot of people for longer than an hour or two. I'm ready to go. Like,
you're like, okay, enough of that.
Sorry, it's being real, y'all.
Yeah, it's being real. I'm out, y'all. Yeah. I think that's fine, though. Sometimes, but that's when you set boundaries. You don't have to give somebody all your energy. You don't have to.
Exactly.
I don't owe you anything. You know what I'm saying?
You don't owe
and the fact that we did interact, and the fact that I did give some of my energy, that's, that's a blessing in itself.
Exactly.
And I think if you take it like that, like, oh, at least you showed up. At least I did, get some time with you. Instead of, oh, you about to leave. You ain't gonna stay. You know what I'm saying? And then you make it into a negative thing. And now I don't even want to come no more because I know how you gonna act when I'm trying to leave.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you kind of mess up the whole experience when you act you kind of selfish with that because you the one feel like you want me to stay. If I'm ready to go, let me go.
Yeah.
And if next time whatever happens, next situation, it might be longer, this and that, but you gotta still accept people for where they at that moment in time.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Okay, so next one is anxiety, panic attacks, and stress. Now, sometimes these panic attacks, they can just come out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Okay? Like, for example, I was driving and I can't even remember what happened, but I was just having a full-blown panic attack. Sometimes it's like, even like at work. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you're dealing with people's energy and whatever they're going through, it's like you're starting to feel, what they're going through.
Yeah.
So it's like you're carrying that, energy with you.
Yeah, that's part of being an empath too. You don't just see it, you feel it and experience with them people.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of the worst part of, one of the worst part about being an empath is like you can't fake, you can't fake the feeling that you have for a person. You know, if you know that person is not, you know, real, they lying, or, you know, they're doing some, you know,
something deceitful or not right.
Exactly.
Yes.
You're not gonna want to deal with them.
No, you're not.
And you're not gonna want to pretend either. You're gonna be like, look, hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
And you're gonna keep it moving.
Yeah, I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, exactly. So, and like I said, some people look at it like you're being stuck up, but it's like, you're not being stuck up.
I'm protecting myself and my energy.
You have to, and you have to spend a lot of time, being an empath, you spend a lot of time protecting your energy.
And that's another thing I was going to say. If you asking your spirit guide, or you asking your higher self to come and talk to me, or can we communicate constantly so I can remember and hear what you're saying, there's no way they're going to come if you're always with somebody or around somebody or under somebody. Sometimes you need that alone time so they can, you know what I'm saying, figure out a way to get to you so y'all can have that interaction, so you can know, you know what I'm saying, the answer to your questions or the answer to whatever you ask them to help you with. As long as you under somebody else, this and that, because that's what they have, their own higher guides too. You know what I'm saying? They have their oversoul also too. So if you always around somebody else, always under somebody else, you can't hear your own.
Exactly.
So that alone time is needed, especially if you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, contact the higher you and get information and questions and whatnot.
Yeah, and I remember there was a time where I was working next to this person, and every day I would get panic attacks. Every day. I did not understand why. Then the moment she left, I stopped having them. So I realized that it wasn't me. It was her energy that you know she was going through. Yeah.
And as an empath, he was accepting and taking on everything she was going through, you was going through. But not even unconsciously you was going through it. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I remember years ago, there was a person that used to work at this job, and she brought a lot of trouble. She was negative. You can just feel her energy. Like, you was just wishing she was gone. Yeah. Okay, and I had another friend, and we both talking. She came to me, and she's like, there's this person, like, I do not like her energy. Like, I wish she was gone. I said, I know who you're talking about. And when she left, like, it was just so clear, like, just, it felt a lot better.
Like the energy was lifted.
Energy was lifted. I don't know what kind of energy she was holding on to, what she was going through in her life, but she held on to it. Held, like, long, it was just like a long, built up energy. Okay. Yes. So yeah, so you do have to spend a lot of time protecting your energy from negative people. Like I said, you don't have to pretend. Like I said, just say, hey, how you doing, and walk away. You don't have to spend any time talking to them. Do whatever's best for you. Pretty much. Yes. Okay. So next one, this is interesting. You're going to be more interested in sci-fi movies or paranormal movies and stuff like that.
I told you I couldn't sleep till I started watching Lovecraft Country. Something about that. I have to watch it. Oh, really? And I finally found it. I told you I found it on Soap today, you guys. It's a one word. And they got all the movies and everything you ever wanted to watch, and it's free. So I finally found that, and I downloaded it. So I'm on episode 3 whenever I start watching it again. But so far, it's just, I like it.
It's awesome.
And you're right, yes. And then y'all don't understand, most of the sci-fi stuff we from back in the day up to now is a lot of stuff that really has happened, and they just trying to give it to us slowly but surely. They leaking it into our subconscious. If that makes sense? Yes. They leak it. I can't give it to you right after, but we're going to scare us and it's going to make us nervous and stuff. But if I leak it into your subconscious slowly but surely, when it actually comes about, you're going to be like, this feels familiar. I remember this from something. You know what I'm saying? Because if you know, a lot of more of our, since they came out, the UFOs are real and that there are beings walking among us. Have you noticed a lot of commercials and a lot of different advertisements are using spaceships and aliens and UFOs as commercials, or, you know what I'm saying, as advertisement now that it has been proven that this is true and this really is happening? Yep. Which is awesome.
I know, and you know, since I was a kid, you know, we used to watch sci-fi scary movies all the time. My grandma loved scary movies.
Do she?
That's all she watched. My grandma loves scary movies. She still does. She's to this day, no matter what, she'll have all the VHS sci-fi movies because my aunt Laura May used to watch all the sci-fi movies, and she would record them. Okay. And then she would let us watch the VHS tapes. Okay. And we wouldn't give them back, so she used to get mad.
Oh, yeah, I can tell you. That's my movie. Give me my movie back. I know you got it over there. And rewinding.
Yourself like, I didn't probably do that away. Nobody got no VHS somewhere, but
she want her movie. You better go find on DVD or something.
Yeah, my whole family was like that. Sci-fi, paranormal. We was into that stuff.
I like sci-fi and stuff. I always been sci-fi. I don't not too good on the scary, but I like the sci-fi. I like the weird, the strange, you know what I'm saying. And I remember we used to have what's that thing? It was like the weird, the strange, the this and that. It was like
paranormal. I know what you're talking about.
But it's like they had to do it. I used to be like little weird little stories. Yeah. You know, a lot of that was based on true stories. They just let us know.
Are you talking about
Twilight Zone?
Twilight Zone.
Y'all remember that when we was younger? They had the little snippets of Twilight Zone. Mm-hmm. And then what was the other one? The hood one. Tales from the Hood. Y'all remember that?
Or Tales from the Crib.
Tales from the Crib. You remember that? Used to come on Saturday, every Saturdays, right? Yes, I used to love that stuff.
I stay up all night watching them.
Yes, Mom like, go to sleep. Tales from the Crib.
Hey, the fucked up part was we hated scary movies. But
yes, we loved that. Yes, like, because it wasn't just scary; it was scary and sci-fi. You know what I'm saying? It was different. It made it better because it wasn't just all bloods and guts, murder, kill. It actually had a story behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, is that true? Could that happen? You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of them, like you said, a lot of them was leaked stories that they went on ahead and just made it to reenacting it. You know what I mean? See, let's see how you feel.
The X-Files.
Once again, they leaked it into our subconscious. We didn't even realize it. This is awesome. And then you see, they're like, this is familiar. This sounds familiar because you've been watching it all your life. I've been giving you a little bit here, been sprinkling into your subconscious your whole life.
Yep.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yep, so whatever sci-fi paranormal movie come out, I watch it.
I do too. I'm on it, y'all. I'm on it.
My girlfriend, she was like, send me some movies. Yeah. Like, send me some scary movies to watch. I'm like, okay.
I love scary movies.
She watched it. Was it the Pet Cemetery? All that stuff.
Okay, I never saw the Pet Cemetery.
Oh, really?
I've never saw it.
Even the old one? Because they made the new one too.
I've never saw it at all. Period.
Oh,
never saw the Pet Cemetery.
You don't want to watch it?
I don't know. Is it scary?
Is
it real scary? I mean, at this point, I'm grown, so I know it's fake, so I'll probably watch it now. But as a kid, I'm like, pets, I love my pets. I don't want to see them in the cemetery. You know, I was real, like, literal back then.
When came back, you'd be like, oh.
Yeah, when come back.
Yeah, I was literal. Like, when I back then, I'm like, I love my pets. I don't want to see them die. So I never watched the movie just because it's called Pet Cemetery. I love animals, so I was like, I don't want to see them dead. But you gotta watch it.
It's a classic.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go ahead and check that out.
Check it out.
I'm gonna have to check it out. See what's going on with that.
Okay, and the next one, when you're getting a lot of aha moments. You know, sometimes if you're just doing something and out of nowhere an idea pops up in your head, and you be like, "Where did this come from?" You know, sometimes that's your ancestors talking to you, or your consciousness telling you, you know, what you need to do.
Yep, or your higher self talking to you.
Yes, your higher self talking to you. So, you get a lot more of those. When you're getting more in tune into your spiritual connection, you're going to start understanding things. You're going to start seeing things differently.
Yes, true.
And I noticed that, you know, and then with a lot of things, you're not able to do anymore because it's like you know better.
Yeah.
So when you try to do something, you know that you have
that
no
nagging voice in the back of your head, like, this is what we doing?
Yeah.
Really? You know what you're supposed to be doing. You know better. And he like, I do, but
I know. And
it's a fight with yourself.
You start fighting with yourself.
You're not fighting with nobody else. You're fighting with yourself, okay? Because you know the right from wrong. You know what is expected of you. And he like, but just one more time. Like,
yep. You're like, look. Just let me.
That last time. Let me do this one more time. This is my last time, and then we done with this. Like,
right. Look, y'all.
It ain't like, one more time. You forgot I am you, you are me. No, that's not true. If I let you do it this time, you're going to do it again.
You gonna.
It's like you can't trick yourself. You might trick everybody around you, but you can't trick yourself.
You don't feel like, you know, you ain't supposed to eat that piece of cake, and you're eating it. And like, I know I shouldn't be eating it.
Yeah, but I'm halfway through it now.
I'm almost done.
I'll just work it off later. Don't worry. But yeah, you get a lot of aha moments. pretty much just, you know, also you, your ears start ringing a lot more too.
I get that a lot.
You get your ears start ringing?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That's
out of nowhere. You're like, what is that sound? What is happening? Yeah, sometimes that's them trying to get in contact with you so you can pay attention and understand what's going on. And then if you notice after that happened, then like you said, that's when you get the aha moments a little bit after that.
Yeah, the aha
moment. Like, yo, this is, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, that was a download. They probably was giving you something, telling you something, and then you had to take a minute, you had to ingest it, and then your conscious mind had to catch it and was like, okay, you know what that was about? This is this. You're like, oh, that makes sense now.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So sometimes you got to go through that.
Yep, and you have to, you know, and when your ears start ringing, just, you know, sit in a quiet place and, you know, listen. You know, listen to, you know, the message or, you know, whatever, you know, they're trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, even, you know, get a notebook and pen, because a lot of times they talk. Spirits, they talk.
Yes, they do.
Talk a lot.
Yes.
So sometimes you be writing, you like, hold on, wait a minute. And they messy too, believe it or not. They are messy.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. They are messy. Spirits are messy as hell.
they gonna get what they doing is warning you. Hey,
mm-hmm.
You see what's going on.
Yeah, anybody
pay attention.
Anybody that try to screw me over, they always tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They they're protecting you, so yeah, they're gonna tell you. I don't care, y'all be messy all y'all want, but
yeah.
Hell yeah.
I got somebody on my side.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. So and that's why it's important, you know, that you build a connection with them. And I've told people this time after time, like, build a connection with your people,
mm-hmm.
you know, so they can help you.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know them,
mm-hmm.
understand how they work, like understand, you know, what needs to happen for them to help you. If you're not giving enough, they can't really do much for you.
Yeah.
It's like you have to exchange. It's an exchange of energy, exchange offering.
And that's another thing about the alone part you said. You really never alone because your spirit guide is always there with you. You have somebody who has volunteered to come and help you the whole time you are here.
Right.
Okay? So what you got to do is look internally, you know what I'm saying, and understand that you are not alone. There is a higher self there with you, and take into consideration that there is somebody here to help me. I'm never really by myself. I really do have help. And I think you have to believe it in order to achieve it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to believe it to achieve it.
Yes.
Because without belief, there's no faith, and then you just standing there looking at the wall, like whenever, like, nothing's gonna happen. I'm saying that right now. If you don't believe and you're just waiting for something magical to happen, that's not about to happen.
No, it doesn't work.
No,
like that.
You have to actually have faith, believe in it.
Yeah, you have to believe.
Trust.
Hold on, they say faith without works
is dead.
It's dead. I see you looking at the wall. You just look at the wall waiting. Whenever I'm waiting.
Lord, it's gonna happen one day. I'm gonna just sit here and wait on you.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna happen. You gotta get out there. And
you gotta put in that work, and then they can assist you.
Yes.
You have to have.
There you go. Assist you. They can't do it for you. I can't get out there and be like, give me your body. I got you. No, I have to. If I chose this, because different, y'all remember it's in school and you made all the choices. You chose your mama, you chose your daddy, your sister, brother, the situation you put yourself in. You chose all that, but you chose it for a reason, for a lesson and a blessing. And you have to think about it like that. There's a reason I'm here. There's something I'm supposed to learn. There's something I'm supposed to, you know what I'm saying, accomplish in this life.
Right.
So then that's up to you to figure out what that is. Because when we come down here, we forget everything. But once you become back on, when you go on the other side, become energy again, you are all knowing. You know everything. Yep. That's my thing. Your subconscious knows everything. Everything. And that is you. You are that. That is you.
Yep.
That is dope.
Yes.
That's dope.
And the last one I have, and we talked about this earlier about, you know, catching vibes.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting that vibes from people. It's like when you first meet, you'll know, you know, being in there, like, if you can deal with that person or not.
True.
And that's what I had to learn. At first, I wasn't like that, but, you know, after you know, going through, you know, your spiritual awakening, you know, being more conscious and in tune, you start, you know, getting a hint of someone else's energy. And, you know, if they're like, you know, negative and, or if they positive, you'll know the difference.
Definitely will.
You'll start knowing the difference.
Yeah, you will. Well, once you open yourself up to and accept your higher self and accept when you talk to yourself, you'll see it in somebody's eyes. You can tell, like you said, by their energy. You can tell by when you look in their eyes. You can just feel it and see it.
Yes, their demeanor, everything about them.
Yeah, you can feel it.
Yeah. All right. So that is all I have.
Okay.
So have?
I have. Okay, so what I have is you are not a body. You have a body. So your soul is energy, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
And your body is a vehicle, correct?
Yep.
So I got the definition of vehicle. A vehicle is a thing used to transport people or goods, especially on land or in car, truck, cart, or body. It's the vehicle. We own this. We are energy. This is just here to hold this energy in for this time that we here right now. You have had plenty of vehicles.
Yep.
You have had plenty of lives. You might have had different vehicles on different planets, in different life forms, different shapes. You know what I mean? So you have to accept that because you have to be everything. So you have to have all kind of vehicles. You have to be wind, air. You have to be even extraterrestrial. That's possible.
Yep. And then think about it, you know, like you said with the vehicle, think about, you know, you have to take care of this vehicle.
It's your vehicle. Yes, it's your. Right. You get one vehicle per lifetime.
Yeah,
well,
so
I can't say that right now because that cryogenic thing. We was talking about the cryogenic thing, and what I'm saying,
that's scary.
It is scary
that's
because
scary.
y'all know. Have y'all saw the one where it's like you could like they take a thing off the back of your head. They take I guess your essence, your soul, the energy, and they can put it into another body.
Yeah,
it's actually
soul
a thing.
Conscious.
Yeah, conscious transfer. Yes.
T-Pain said he'll do it.
I'm sure it's a lot of celebrities.
A lot of celebrities have done it.
I think a lot of celebrities will do it.
You tell me I can think of a song, and when I don't even have to write it down, and it records itself inside of a computer somewhere, I'm in.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's kind of scary.
That's creepy.
But my thing is, other stuff in there too.
Yeah, and then my thing is, if you do it like that, then could they hack you?
That's anything.
Could you be anything? Yeah, as long as if I'm like, because they got to download it to a cloud, right? In order to download it to a cloud to move to the next body, could it be hacked? Could it be? You know what I'm saying? Is there any way it could be? You know what I'm saying? Messed with or tweaked?
So that means T-Pain wouldn't be T-Pain because somebody hacked him and sent them somewhere else. Now has somebody else in your body acting like.
It's possible. T-Pain. That's possible. It's possible.
And it's creepy because it makes you think how many of these celebrities have already done it. That have died, but they're still alive, but they're in someone else's body.
Like these new celebrities, let's say these new people popping up doing music like that. They sound like such and such. They act like such and such. They remind me of such and such. You know what I'm saying? How you know that's not such and such?
They just got a younger body.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
Younger.
There was a movie about that.
It is. Well, it is. It is.
Yeah, there's a couple of movies about that.
It is.
It's one. Live as long as I want.
I can't remember what it was about.
What's that? But that's what Get Out.
Get Out?
Kind of. You know what I'm saying? Get Out. That was the subconscious. But that's the subconscious one. That's when you do the hypnosis and you take them and you put them in the black dark place and you put the other conscious in there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Wow. But
the sunken place. But you know what? Yeah, there's a lot that's probably in a sunken place.
Yeah, that we don't know about.
Yeah.
They don't even know they're in a sunken place.
That's creepy.
That's you're watching somebody else live your life.
Yeah. Basically a shapeshifter.
That's the new wave of a shapeshifter.
A shapeshifter. Wow. And I got the definition of shapeshifter. Shapeshifter is one that seems able to change form or identity at will, especially a mythical figure that can assume different forms, as of animals or energy or whatever. Shapeshifter. You can a lot of they say some animals shapeshift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if y'all think about it like that,
now, if you think about evolution, wherever an animal goes, its body adapts to
that
surrounding.
Yes.
Rather it's a tiger or a lion or if you're in the jungle, your body
adapts to it. Yeah, shapeshifter. Yes, I shift to it. Yes.
Desert tiger.
I figure out how to survive in that. Yes. Shapeshifters, yes.
Yeah.
I think that's part of it.
I mean, but that means everybody would be a shapeshifter. shape shifter, right?
Well, yeah.
Because if you go to Dubai, you're not going to do the same thing that
you're going to adapt to that culture. You're going to act like them. You're going to wear the, you know what I'm saying? You're going to have to shapeshifter. You have to blend in, especially as humans. We have to blend in as much as possible, not to stand out. Mm-hmm. That's part of being human. Try to blend in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want you to look weird. I don't want you to think I'm anything but what I am. Yep. And then you can tell some people, have you ever met somebody who like, you're trying too hard?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't something about you you're trying too hard just to be regular. Yeah, like just to be, you're trying this hard to be regular. Like, you ain't even like, you know what I mean? You're trying, like, something ain't right. You're just trying a lot, really hard to be a regular person. And you're like, I don't know, I can't put my finger on it, but something ain't right about that person.
Yeah. Yep.
That might be a shapeshifter. Yep. And he's like, I don't know what I do with my hands. You remember your body? What do I do? What I do with my hands? Put them to you. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know how to work this body. I've never had this body. This is new. Yes.
Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah.
That's creepy.
And you got to think about.
You gonna start looking at people different now, like.
Yeah. Yes.
Acting weird.
And, you got to think about us, y'all, as different facets. Okay, think about a diamond. Mm-hmm. A diamond. Do you know how many facets is on a diamond? That's how many facets we as human beings have.
I believe it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how many different, because every time it cuts and splits a little bit, that's a different facet of it. But that's us as humans. We have that many facets of us.
Yeah.
And more. That's just an example.
I mean, I know you've been in the mirror talking to yourself before.
All the time.
Oh, yeah.
And those are people that are actually inside. Hey, bro, we're not going to go through this today. We're going to get this shit together. We're going to make this shit happen. All right, man. But hey, buck up. You know what I mean?
Yes, you got to talk yourself into it sometimes.
Yeah, so those are the facets you're talking about. This is the type of,
Yes.
Yeah.
And energy never dies. So even when this vehicle is gone, that energy still is continues. You know what I mean? Yep. No matter where you may go, no matter what happens, that energy doesn't die. That energy continues for sure. And you know what I'm saying? It goes where it's supposed to go. You know what I mean? And a lot of people got guys to come and help them. A lot of people are old souls, and they don't know it till they pass away. Like, I knew something about a lot of these kids coming back as old souls. You can tell by the way they treat themselves, how they act, and how they talk. Like, you act like somebody pawpaw, and you are too. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Like, he like, because I was somebody's pawpaw. You know what I mean? Yep. I remember that little kid, like, he been here before. Yeah.
But you know what? Some of them kids will tell you, I was your mom. Like, I was your grandpa.
Yes, I've heard a lot of them stories. I've been listening to a lot of them stories lately.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's part of my job with QHHT. That's what we do. We believe in reincarnation. We believe in, and then most of the time you have to do that if some karma need to be paid back. Yeah. That's why I keep beating each other life, because I owe you this, you owe me that. We still have to figure out how to pay this karma back. Because let's say if you kill somebody in the past life, you don't come back to kill that person. You might have to come back and serve that person.
No,
you might have to come back. You gotta make it better. You might have to come back to serve that person. You might have to come back to take care of that person. You might have to come back. You know what I'm saying? And that person might actually, you know what I'm saying, hurt you some kind of way, and you gotta figure out a way to, you know what I mean, be that person caregiver or whatever. So you never know how. It's never gonna be kill for kill. That's not how karma works.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They're going to make you do it right.
They're going to make you pay that karma back in somehow, some way. And once we figure that out, then we really going to be real careful what we do and say to people, because we know eventually you have to pay that back.
Exactly.
If everybody knew that, it'd be a total different world.
Yeah. No matter what I do to somebody, I'm going to have to pay this back. Whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, you kill that man.
Yeah.
You're going to have to come back and redo this.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to figure it out.
And it may not be nobody around, just you and him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah. And a lot of time when negative stuff happens, you guys, it's not always negative. Like, some stuff happens negative to you to push you back in the right direction.
Right.
Like, if you're going in the wrong direction, and this is not what you signed a contract for, this is not what you're supposed to be here for, and you're not going to fulfill your quest here going that direction. They sometimes do stuff like you. Like I told that one lady had a car wreck. I mean, she had a plane crash. You know what I mean? Another man, he ended up getting beat up by some dudes in the alley. But that changed their whole life around to go back on the path that they had signed a contract for, what they was here for. You know what I mean?
I mean, how many stories have you heard like that? Like, man,
been waiting for this,
I moved away, and then I started a whole new life. Now I got a business, a wife, kids. I'm doing good. You know what I mean? Like,
sometimes you gotta go through that. You gotta go through that trauma to get back on track.
Yep.
You're absolutely
it pushes
right.
you back, huh? Now, I bet you won't come off the track.
No, I'm good. I'm trying to
I got
away. And I feel like it's some type of rebirth, you know. You know,
that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, rebirth.
That's exactly.
I believe that.
That's what I feel like I'm on my rebirth. So yeah,
I believe that. Yes,
redoing the whole thing.
Yeah, redoing the whole thing. You know, new chapter, new me. So
you know what I call these? What I call what you're going through?
What?
You're starting another life.
Yeah, another
and you
life.
Know, you're like, man, I lived. You know what I mean? I'm going through lives. You know what I mean? Different types of lives when you're living.
Yep.
This is another life that you are beginning.
Exactly, and
now it's all up to you.
It's up to me.
On how it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what you've been like. That's what growing is. You know
and I'm in control.
Yeah, you know what you've been through.
You
don't want to go through that no more.
Yep.
So if I ever see it coming, I gotta hurry up and switch.
It's part of the lesson and the blessing.
Exactly, learning.
Switch it up. Oh my, no, been through that.
Yeah, figuring out who I am, you know, and what I want in life. You know, what I want for myself and what I don't want.
Yeah. And okay, so something else we can talk about is I wanted to give y'all story about signs. You remember we talking about signs last time? I got a sign a couple of days ago. I called Bob about it. So I was kind of feeling, I don't know, my mom was gone, so I was feeling kind of some kind of way about her. I don't know, she was heavy on my mind that day. And then out of nowhere, my cousin Sam in New Orleans, she just texted me and my auntie and was giving us information about if we lost somebody to COVID. Which my mom, they said she passed from that. So I'm like, okay, cool. And then in the midst of me texting them back, I love y'all, whatever, I pick up a bag to open it up, and it says Sharon on the bag.
Oh.
I'm like, I start bawling. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, Mama, like, you know I'm a prop, baby. Don't do me like this at work. I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, oh, all right, okay. All right, I had to come back out. Okay, you good? I'm fine. But I'm just like, I just knew that was her. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I know. She's
like, always there.
She's sending little messages like,
little stuff like that. I'm around. I'm still here. Stop crying. Even when I was little, she's like, you cry too much. Stop crying. And that ain't gonna change. I'm still gonna cry, girl. And I said, I gotta tell them about this. I gotta put that on the show.
That was beautiful.
This, I love her. So good.
Yeah, that was good.
Okay, something else. What else would I say? Hold on, that kind of it kind of took it for a minute. And something else, you guys. We can re-energize our water.
Oh, really?
Please teach me how.
Let me tell you. All you do is imagine like a cyclone. One going this way and one going the opposite way. But imagine them in your water at the same time, going like that. So whatever your intention is that you're trying to manifest or you're trying to create, imagine those, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, energize your water with it. You know what I mean? Before you drink it, see it swirling around that way, so swirling that way, and have intention before you drink it. Energize it before you drink it, and drink it with that intention of that's coming true.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's awesome. Wow.
Yes. You can do that with food too, not just water. You can do that with food or anything. Like when you drink something, anything you ingest into your body, you can energize before you get there, just to make sure you know what I mean. You know that it's gonna be fine and good.
Exactly. Yeah.
I like that.
Awesome. I am.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. And you know we can heal ourselves too. There's nothing in your body that you can't heal on your own. We are immaculate vehicles. We know how to work these vehicles. Sometimes that medicine they give y'all actually hinders your recovery from whatever you're going through. Then the medicine, it hinders. It doesn't help a lot of times. A lot of times when doctors don't know what's going on with you, instead of telling you like go home, meditate, get some air and drink some water, they give you all these medicines, which really is making it way worse than it really was.
Yep.
If you'd have waited 2 or 3 days, you'd have felt better, but you went to the doctor, did this and that, and now you're on all these different pills, and then you know all these pills have side effects. Now I got 4 different things wrong with me that I never had wrong with me before, trying to heal one thing.
I know, and that makes sense because when I was having panic attacks, you know, they prescribed me I can't remember, they gave me anxiety meds.
Okay.
So, but the thing is, when I took it, I felt like a zombie. I didn't feel like myself. I just felt like I was just going to work, going home. Like I couldn't really think. Yeah. Or anything. And that's
like in the fog, like he was in the fog.
Yeah, like I was just in the fog. Like I feel like a real life zombie. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna figure it out myself. So I stopped taking it. Yeah. And you know, I learned to meditate. Yoga. doing those Kundalini yogas. You guys should try that. It's on YouTube. Kundalini yoga.
Okay, Kundalini yoga. I'm gonna try it, y'all. I'm gonna try it. Kundalini yoga. I'm gonna try it.
It's awesome.
Okay.
Yes, and that helped me a lot. And
okay, that's awesome.
It helps relieve stress. It helps lower your blood pressure. Plus, you know, like I said, it helps you get in tune with your higher self. Okay. Like you'll feel different.
That's awesome.
Once you're done,
no,
it's like you just literally see.
You know, have you ever seen about somebody do yoga?
Yeah, I seen it.
But Kundalini, it just kind of like, I guess it helps with your solar plexus and whatnot. It gets inside.
Whatever.
Like,
that's what I'm asking, like, you know.
No. Google it one time and just try, like, while you remember by yourself one time, just put it on and just do some of the moves and see how you feel and hold it for a couple of minutes and, you know what I mean? Just see how it makes you feel.
Yeah, look up Kundalini yoga.
Yeah.
And sit and they'll show you, like, there's a lot of guided meditations. I highly suggest, you know, if you don't know how to meditate, do a guided meditation. There's a lot of them on YouTube because a lot of people say they don't know how. So there are a lot of YouTube channels where they show you how to meditate, how to cleanse your aura, how to, you know, heal your chakras and line them up. There's several of them on YouTube, so you guys should check it out.
I think that's awesome.
Yes.
And then you guys have to realize how powerful your mind is. I'm gonna give y'all a story about how powerful your mind is. It was this guy. He was an electrician. He fixed all kind of electricity stuff. He had been called in to fix this big, massive freezer at this location. It's like a warehouse. And they had this big old freezer. And it was broke, so he was called in to fix it. He goes in the freezer and he accidentally locks himself in. In his mind, he like, oh my God, I'm gonna freeze to death because I'm locked in this freezer. So he's so distraught about being locked in this freezer. So they say, take out a notepad, start writing down his notes, you know what I mean, this, that. So he ended up standing in the freezer the whole night. The next morning they came to open the door, he actually had passed away. Thinking he froze to death. But you gotta remember, he came to fix the freezer. He wasn't frozen in there. It was his mind thinking that made him think that he froze to death in there, and he actually passed away from the thought. You remember he came to fix it.
Wow.
He just got locked in there, but he never fixed it before he got locked in there. But in his mind, I'm gonna freeze to death in here. They said he wrote his notes or whatever, you know what I mean? And in his mind, he froze to death. But it was yes, I'm going to freeze to death. This, and that. Yes, it's zero below. But that was all a mind thing.
Wow.
And it's another one. It's another one like that. They said it was a guy who had life in jail. And they told him if he do this experiment, he can get out. And he said, okay. So the experiment was, we're going to get you cut a little slit in your arm, and we're going to let you leak all night. It's in total darkness. We're going to cut a little slit in your arm. We're going to let you leak all night. If you can make it till in the morning, you are a free man. But he's in total darkness. So they told him they did the slit, and all I hear is the drip the whole night, the whole time he's there. So he wake up when they get out there. When they come in the morning, he's gone. They never cut him. They just had a recording of a drip going down. So in his mind, he bled to death when it dripped, and he didn't even get a cut. He never leaked or nothing.
Wow.
In his mind, he bled to death.
Whoa.
That's how powerful your mind is, y'all. So think that's negative. Now think about if we use that for positive stuff.
Exactly, positive.
We can do anything we put our minds to. It's us, and we have to believe in it. And then that recording in your head, make sure it's a positive recording. Make sure it's life so easy, life so great. All great things come to me. I am wealth. I am health. I am happiness. Not, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm stupid. That was dumb. I could have did better. You know what I'm saying? And don't. Most of us are our worst enemy. Quiet as kept in our head.
I know. Yeah.
Well, that was dumb. That was stupid. You could do better. You know what I'm saying? We are our worst critics. Quiet as kept. Can't nobody criticize you more than you criticize you.
For real.
And if we learn, once we learn that, then we gonna start treating ourselves better.
Yep.
You got to treat yourself better, so the person around you, everybody like, well, shit, you treat yourself so good, I'm gonna have to treat you good too, because they see how you treat yourself. That's another thing. People watch how you treat yourself. They see how you talk to yourself. They see how you interact with yourself, and then that teaches them how to interact with you too. Sometimes. So you gotta pay attention to that too.
Awesome. Ooh.
I'm getting deep
on the roll.
She getting them downloads over there.
Man.
I think so. They coming through slowly but surely. They coming through. But thank you for letting it come through. And I on the way here today, I was like, just guide my words, and I want to make sure whatever I say is understandable. And I don't want to, you know what I'm saying? I guess I want it to be understood. on every level. You know what I mean? And if there's some kind of way I can get it out, like even just give, you know what I'm saying, give it to me in a way that I can spread the word where everybody can understand it. I don't want to just be, you have to be this or this and that to understand what I'm saying. I want a 3-year-old to be like, that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Right.
I understood what she was saying.
You know what I mean? Yes. Yes. And sometimes you got to give analogies. Analogies are really good too. You try to explain something to somebody. You know what I'm saying? You give them an analogy, you know what I mean? And that helps out a lot too.
Yep.
That's good.
Yes. So that's the story of them, was this analogy of how powerful your mind is actually.
I know there's tons more stories. I think people out here floating somewhere and they just think, you know what I mean? They just, and you know,
we actually, as humans, we actually can fly. I know that sounds weird, but in our minds, if you believe you can, you can. But that's where it comes. You got to be lighter. We got to eat better. We got to be lighter. You can't be all heavy. That's not going to work. You never saw a fat person flying. We've never. You know what I'm saying? He's like, he's going to one side. I can't get the whole thing up. So that's when it's taking. You got to take care of your body. So, you know what I'm saying, to make sure you light. And that's why, you know, eventually we're going to go to liquid diets.
And you know what? That brings a point. Like, the last airbenders, and you know, the air, what's it called? The airbenders.
I know something about.
Think about it. When they ate healthy, they were able to fly.
Yes.
They were the only people that could fly.
Yes.
Because they ate light. They ate, light foods.
Yes. If you
no meat.
Yes, if you go back to the Atlantis, they could fly. They used to get on a carpet, put their stuff on this carpet with them, and just imagine where they wanted to go, and they used to go. Because, and then, like you said, they didn't eat meat. They ate all natural food, stuff that was alive. You can eat the sun. That means eating stuff fresh from the ground, wash it off and eat it. Don't cook it, don't saute it, don't, you know what I'm saying, eat it live. Eat live
and then they meditated.
Yes,
they also meditated
yes,
too.
They did. Yes, they did.
The airbender.
They was teaching us how to. See, I like when the kids watch that, because the kids they think they watch cartoons, but we teaching you how to be metaphysical before you even know what metaphysical is.
Yep.
You're like, I've been doing this. I'm sure you have. Y'all ain't saw that video of a little girl in the woods flying? It's a dude. I'm showing when we get up here, y'all. It's on YouTube or something. I don't know the name of it, but it's a dude walking his dog in the forest. And his dog kind of run off. While his dog run off, he's looking around. He looked over. It's a lady, and the little girl is up in the air, and she like this. But then the dog barked. She hurried up and grabbed her and ran out the woods.
Wow.
This is a true story. Y'all can look it up on YouTube. It's there, YouTube or whatever. We're going to find it when we get out here. I'm going to show y'all what I'm talking about. And it is happening. And like you said, I bet you it's another, okay, we got multiple universes all over, right?
Yep.
So it's a universe where we never start eating meat.
Yep.
We still only, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, everybody, we, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then there's no past, future, or present. It all happens at the same time.
Yep.
So we're all on the same timeline.
Yes, like there's no past. Like once we leave this body, that's why they say like it's hard for y'all to with humans, because y'all have to have it. We the only ones separate. We try to simplify so much. The date, the time, the hour, and none of that really exists. Have y'all watched Lucy, the movie Lucy? They like humans are the only one that's so self-centered. we gotta dumb it down. We gotta dumb it. Yeah, I gotta figure out how to do it. Day, time, hour. I need everything. I gotta figure that. Like that really doesn't exist. So if you take all that away, and then it's you got multiple facets of yourself that's going through right now, doing different things right now. Like in one space you're still a little kid, in one space you're still a teenager, in one space you're older right now. Like your older self is already doing what he's gonna do. It's happening in a line. It's not up, down, back and forth. It's linear.
Yep.
Oh, one line.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
That was deep. That was deep. But I know I see where we were going right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that, like, if you ever, y'all know about the continuing timeline and the multiverse and all that.
Yeah.
That's basically
that's what I'm talking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I believe that they're trying to explain this because there's some bigger shit about that.
Yes.
Not just on warp, but I'm saying in life.
Yes.
And you know how they be like, for humans to move to the next level,
they have to accept it.
We have to, because we have to start evolving.
Yes.
So how can you evolve if you just keep them dumbed down all the time?
You got to wake them up. That's why it's like evolve.
But you actually got to confirm it. Like, you were right.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
That's nothing now.
Yeah.
Let's move on to the next.
Yeah, that actually happened. That is a true thing.
How are we going to be a part of the galaxy? You know what I mean?
Federation Galaxy.
And if we freak out when we see something different than us.
Exactly. Yep.
Well, right now they as far as humans, when they get scared, all they want to do is kill it.
Thank you.
We don't want to. We never want to investigate it. We never want to. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what happens. Let's interact with it. Yes, let's interact with it. Let's use love instead of oh my God, kill it, shoot it down. You know what I'm saying? Now let's go cut open and see what they do. No, that is not what it's supposed to be.
What it look like?
And then now what? You can't. There's no interaction once you kill it and cut it open. Now it's just the specimen.
Put it in the
put it in the vial and put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
You didn't get no interaction out of that. You had nothing out of it.
It could have been people. I mean, being trying to bring us dope ass technology.
Oh yeah.
And y'all like, pow. All right, we did our job. No, you didn't.
A lot of them, like I said, a lot of them trying to help you, but
they are here for help. They're here for help, and they here for love. And they like, why would we try to hurt y'all and we help create y'all?
Exactly.
If we wanted to come down there and annihilate y'all, we could do that. But that we work in love. We work in peace. We work in y'all the ones who still animals. Y'all the ones still killing and fighting each other. We trying to evolve y'all.
Eating meat.
Yeah,
shit like that.
I think we're gonna eventually. Because right now it's like eating a lot of chicken, eating a lot of fish, and eventually they want us to go on a liquid diet. Now, if we was on a liquid diet, we probably could fly. Because our bodies would be so much lighter.
And y'all know now, Wingstop is now Thigh Stop.
Oh yeah, he got thighs now. He got thighs now. Yes, I know he got thighs now.
I love thighs.
We know he gonna say. I knew he's gonna say that. I know he's gonna say that.
I love him so much. You know what I mean?
I know you were gonna say that.
Call me for a sponsor. Y'all can, I'll do a commercial.
Yep, Thigh Stop. If you go, I was telling somebody this yesterday. I said, you know what? I'm looking all through the pages on the internet, and they said it says Thigh Stop, Thigh Stop, Thigh Stop, Thigh Stop. It's no longer called Wing Stop.
I know you're like, where the wings at? No,
right. So he changed it, but I know because they said it was a wing shortage, and that's when he first started doing that. When it was a wing shortage, so he decided to. And
because I seen somebody on TikTok, and the wings was like $26.
Terrible. No, go to the store. It's fucking ridiculous.
But remember, I told you I had a dream months ago. I said there was going to be a shortage in the chicken.
Mm-hmm.
I told her this months ago. I said I had a dream there was going to be a shortage in the chicken.
Go buy your own chicken coop. Get you some chicks. Raise them from ground up. Buy you a rooster and do that shit yourself. Figure it out.
Yeah, because ain't no telling what they about to do with that chicken.
No.
Ain't no telling.
They already... Hold on. Oh, my God. We almost...
You got to download.
They're making 3D printed
We talked about
steaks.
this before.
I know, but they pulled out the steaks.
And they're printing anything. Anything is printable.
Really steak. It's like vegetable products and something else and something else. But they said it's made to fry up
like
just
a steak.
like a sirloin or
steak.
Yeah, so
I said, what is going
your best bet is to cut out the meat, like I said.
They said we were trying to be the biggest meat dealer basically in the world. So this is the way we can do it without killing. I'm like, oh my God. Here we go.
Okay, my thing is like, what happens to the farmers once we start printing all this meat out?
What do you think will happen to them?
They can't. They're stopping them from producing. They're stopping them from growing vegetables.
They don't want them to grow cows and chickens and vegetables.
Because y'all know it used to be illegal is that in New York something for you to have a garden, for you to plant stuff.
Didn't know that.
Oh, really?
It used to be illegal. This guy who, when he's like, it ain't that much land here anyway. So he had to go like actually fight. He said, I got this little patch of land in front of my yard, and I want to plant stuff. He legally couldn't plant stuff. He had to go to court in order for them to let him plant his own plants in the, you know what I'm saying, in this city.
Now they got gardens in New York.
Yes, like that's part of it. Yes, but he went to court for that, though.
He had to fight.
He had to fight for it. Yes,
that's
he did.
Fucked up.
Imagine I got to fight to grow my own food.
But you're trying to make a food desert to where I have to come.
Yeah, I have to come to you. I'm the only source. If you come to me or you start.
Check out Roby's Garden on Instagram.
Oh, there is Roby's Garden on Instagram. He has a whole bunch of different tips, a whole bunch of different stuff to help you out. And he has a nice full garden. He about to start it over again, too. I think he's going to record it and give y'all step by step. So pay attention.
Okay.
If you want him to help you with the garden, he can do that also.
Man, we got a lot going on. Let's go check it out.
Right, I'm gonna have to get my groceries from you, my vegetables.
Yeah, as I said, vegetables and fruits. Yep, here we go in a minute. Yep.
Black owned, black grown.
Yep. There we go. Feed your own.
Yep, feed your own.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a wonderful show.
That hour go by so fast, you guys, because we be talking about real stuff, and like you said, sometimes when you talk about this stuff, people don't understand it.
Exactly.
They don't get it. So I love being in this space, in this time, and I love that we can all get the downloads, and it makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
We have an affirmation, you guys. We say love, light, peace. We say it 3 times. You gonna join us, bub?
Yeah.
You guys can join us also. We're gonna say it now. You guys ready?
1, 2, 3.
All right.
Love, light, peace. Love, light, peace. Love, light, and peace. I love you guys. I miss you already. We will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.